welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time, welcome to the channel. What an absolutely stonking stretch of weather we've been having just over the last few days. Down here in the southeast, I believe it's the hottest May on record. I think Heathrow got something like 34.6 degrees yesterday, and sorry, day before yesterday. It was very similar again yesterday, and today in this area it's threatening about 30 degrees. But what a glorious bit of weather. We have everybody who complains when we don't have this weather and it's rainy, so they all have to jet off to Spain or wherever it is and lay in the sun and get burnt to a crisp with a beer in hand. Well, they can do that now over here. The beaches have never been so busy. Unfortunately, with that comes some tragedy, as we've probably all seen in the news. You know, some people not fully understanding the dangers and the responsibilities that they themselves carry when they start going swimming in rivers and lakes and canals that they're unfamiliar with. But yeah, so let's just hope that that's the end of what we've been hearing. So it is Wednesday. It's the usual run out. It's about 28 degrees at the moment, and it's about 10 past 11 in the morning. They reckon about 4 o'clock it'll be up to about 30. So it's quite comfortable as long as you're moving. I don't have a summer riding jacket. I have what they call all-season riding jacket, where you take the fleece out of the inside of it. But what I tend to find is that the waterproof membrane that's in this jacket tends not to breathe so brilliantly, and it's only to be expected. I think in one of my last vlogs I did say that it wasn't a particularly expensive jacket. It was what I could afford at the time, and it's still a very good jacket. But in this weather it doesn't breathe brilliantly, so you do tend to get a bit sweaty on days like this, unfortunately. But anyway, if we are to look at weather like this in the future, then I may come birthday or Christmas or whatever, just drop a hint for a little summer jacket with some armour, and at least then I'm covered for all seasons. I have seen a couple, I say youngsters, I don't know if they're youngsters, out on motorcycles, shorts and t-shirt, and I get it. You know, I've done it myself, and I'm sure many other riders have done it themselves. You've probably done it yourself at some point in your riding career. But I think with age comes wisdom, and road rash is a horrible thing to have, and nobody would wish it on anybody. I just wish that you know, if you're going to wear something, just be it full-bodied. I know people say jeans aren't any good, they'll just rasp through as quick as anything, but something has got to be better than nothing. But hey ho, I suppose you can take a horse to water, they say. Today is just David and I. David's got the lead bike. He's out on his Norton today, and we don't think Richard's going to join us. He's poor man, has to work, unlike us leisurely gentlemen who have retired. So poor Richard is stuck working today. I'm sure there's nothing he would enjoy better than coming out with us. Right, just trying to keep all the green lights ahead of us so we keep moving and keep the airflow going. I'm expecting a reasonable turnout at Blackbushe. It might be too hot for people, you know, it really might be. I'm certainly no spring chicken any longer. But I have to say that the age demographic of the riders that generally come out to somewhere like Blackbushe are certainly the more mature riders, and sometimes the heat doesn't always agree with people. But we'll see when we get there. Right, I'm just going to sit tight, and yeah, we'll see you when we get there, unless something happens beforehand. Right, just approaching Blackbushe Airport now. Been a nice ride so far. So keep moving, you keep cool. You stop, it's going to get warm. Right, let's see how many we've got today. Morning, Brian. Right, well, I'm almost home, and like a silly idiot, I didn't put the GoPro on the helmet on my return journey. So yeah, we've missed out on that. Anyway, it's been a great ride out. Richard didn't join us in the end, so he was clearly too busy. But we had a few others that we've kind of got to know since we've been going down there, who came in. Seems a bit hot for a bacon sandwich and a cup of coffee, but it was very, very enjoyable. Anyway, nothing special. Nice little ride out, not far from home. So thank you very much if you've watched this to the end, and yeah, we'll see you next time. If you're riding, take care. If you're not, well, you should be riding. We'll catch you later. Bye bye.